Is Mental Health Awareness Month, and this Mental Health Monday, we're talking about an issue that's really prevalent right now, eating disorders. Joining us live now over Zoom, we have Dr. Jessica Fernandez from the Samaritan Counseling Center. What is an eating disorder by definition, and talk about some of the different types that you all see?
Yes, hi. Thank you for having me here. I think it is a very important topic to talk about. But the National Eating Disorder Association is estimating about 70 million people worldwide having disordered eating. So these are complex health conditions, mental and physical. And there are different types, and I'll talk about a little bit about the most common ones that we see. But an eating disorder is identified by an extreme focus on body image, an extreme focus on weight, and an extreme focus on food. And so I can talk about some of the more common ones, if you like.
What are the more common ones? And with this being, you said, a mental and physical, what is the solution?
Well, let me explain a little bit of how you can see some of these. So the very, very common is one is bulimia, which is recognized by the individual eating large amounts of food, often uncontrollably, without being specifically hungry or without even noticing they're full. And after this binge eating, then they have a purge. And the most common purges are vomiting, fasting, laxatives, enemas, or excessive exercise. You can see that as well, which a lot of people think that's kind of the healthier, but it can be excessive. Then we have anorexia. It's called anorexia nervosa. It is very complex. It has different presentations, but in general terms is where the individual severely restricts calories from just maybe one tiny meal a day or only fluids. And these are, you talk about physical, these can be devastating, they can be deadly. A lot of teenage girls that struggle with anorexia can lose their periods, maybe not even eventually have babies, of how much damage they do to the body. We have others like binge eating disorder, where the individual eats rapidly in secret most of the time, followed by shame and guilt. This is the psychological part. But there's no purging on this one. And then more uncommons like pica is where individual eats food that are not naturally meant to be food, like paper or dirt. There's some different presentations of that, and a couple of others. But each eating disorder type has its side effects and health-related issues. But they are mostly accompanied also by anxiety and depression.
What is the solution here? How do we help ourselves, or how do we help loved ones who we know are suffering?
Well, identifying who and how it's being done in their lives, talking about it. It's very important, especially with the younger population. I think the body positivity movement is a social movement that is challenging these social standards on what is beautiful and what is accepted. And sometimes these standards are unrealistic and dangerous. Like I mentioned, they can be deadly. And so it's about reducing the stigma about certain body sizes. One of the solutions, I think, is talking about what's healthy bodies in all shapes and sizes. And it's focused on being fit and being healthy, period. Diets don't usually work, and a lot of people who want to start losing weight, because the medical model also, it's been very focused on body weight and reducing body weight to reduce some of these heart and other conditions, but also the up and down of weight can be very damaging. So it's about talking about what is healthy, loving your body, listening to your body. There's this intuitive eating that not a lot of people talk about, is how to be in tune with your body, be mindful, be attuned with.
And why is it important? When you think of an eating disorder, a lot of people think of the physical because it is an eating disorder. Why is it so important that we talk about it when we talk about mental health, especially during Mental Health Awareness Month?
Well, like I mentioned, it is also is very often, and if it's not a severe case, the guilt, shame, hiding, all that can start very mildly, and then it can transfer into severe depression, severe anxiety. Um, Eating disorders are highly linked to OCD, of obsessive compulsive disorders, and it becomes an obsessive compulsive behavior. And again, it's this up and down of body weight changes that can be very detrimental, often more so than just managing a healthy, not a thin, not a model, social media influenced body type that you learn to love and connect with, and not have all these physical and mental health issues come with it.
If someone wants to connect with you or get in touch with someone at your office, how can they do that?
Yeah, so they can always look for us online. I don't know if you're putting that on our website. Is TSCCENTER, thesamaritancounselingcenter.org. Or you can call our office, 334-262-7787. The front office is, ladies are really willing and able to help you. Anybody, again, is aiming for mental and physical health, and we can help you with both of those.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us here on Alabama Live. We truly appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me, and having an amazing day.
You too. Coming up next, are